Good morning, everybody. I'm Christina Privet. I'm the CEO and one of the managing partners of New Jersey Divorce Solutions. We are a full-service law firm located in Edison, New Jersey, practicing only family and divorce law. Joining me today is Michelle Klug. Michelle is a realtor. She's been a realtor for 15 years. She has 30 plus years of sales experience. She heads a team of experts that service 7 counties in New Jersey. She's handled hundreds of sales for divorcing couples, and she's here today to talk about her experience with us. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good, Christina. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you so much for taking time to join us today. I know you've been doing this a long time. You have a lot of stories. Sadly, we don't have time for all of them today, but why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and your experience?
Sure. Well, I am the team lead for the Michelle Klug team at Keller Williams. My office is located in Basking Ridge, New Jersey. We service 7 counties with residential as well as commercial, buying and selling, investments, tenant, landlord. Basically, all of your real estate needs we take care of. I have a dynamic team of 3 full-time listing coordinators, transaction, and client services, as well as 5 buyers agents. So at any time, our team is ready to assist.
Thank you so much. And do you have a punch list for the clients that you have that are going through a divorce when they're selling their house?
Well, basically, the best thing, that I always try to explain to any seller is that this is a business transaction. You have to kind of take the personal out of it, and so that emotions don't play a factor of it. And that's from prepping to the closing through the whole process.
And when I'm advising a couple, well, usually my one client, maybe I represent the husband or the wife. Many times they ask me, what do I have to change? Can I just sell the house as is? Do I have to paint? Do we have to fix those broken steps in the back? Do we have to, redo the basement? Are there certain things that you always tell everyone that they should be doing when they're trying to get the house presentable for sale?
Absolutely. Well, I have, a seller's consultation meeting, and we go through the marketing of the home, but most importantly is going through the house. And we have a concierge service of staging, but the most important thing is always decluttering and depersonalizing. And so we can go room by room and say, these things need to be put away, or you want to, we'll rearrange furniture, or this wallpaper would, definitely affect the pricing. If a seller really just wants to sell a home as is, then the market's going to dictate the pricing. And as silly as it sounds, a cluttered closet can cost them thousands of dollars.
Really?
And it really goes into, their mindset of what they're willing to do.
So what you'll do when initially you or someone on your team will meet with them, do a walkthrough of the house and make suggestions as to what they should fix or clean up or change.
Absolutely. Everything. We do it from, from curb appeal. I mean, you get one chance to make a first impression. So as soon as I pull in the driveway of a home, I can tell them exactly what they need to do, as silly as putting chrysanthemums on the front porch to a new welcome mat. That's like serious, first impressions. And if a home has hoses laying out, or the lawn is, not cared for, or weeds everywhere, the buyer automatically will think the home has not been well maintained. So we do it really from, curb straight through to the attic and basement, backyard.
Something that I hear a lot when I have a client who's selling the house is, depending on who's living in the house, and especially if both people are not living in the house, I'll hear, well, my wife lives in the house and she's not keeping it clean, and she's not making it presentable for buyers. Do you encounter that? If you do, how do you handle that?
I do encounter that. So what we do right from the beginning is set up roles and responsibilities. So I can put together the list, and we say this partner is going to do this and this partner is going to do that. and they each have their own sets of roles, and that they need to take care of it. We set time frames as well. So we can't say, I didn't know. It's all documented. And it's really like a mediator, and so we go through and that these things will get done. And then from there, to keep the house well maintained, we continue on with that responsibility, agenda and list of the lawn care is yours, the making of the beds, or whoever's living there, that they have their responsibilities, because they're the one that takes most of it on for the showings of the home.
And is there anything that you recommend that the parties not do in terms of setting up the house, changes to the house, or anything else in your experience?
Right. The most important thing is don't go and take a lien or a loan out on the property. That is the most important thing, because there's nothing worse than, all of a sudden they want to take a loan out. A home can't be on the market if you are applying for a refinance or a loan or a lien, of any sort. So I ask not to do that. I also, if we're going to sell the home fully furnished, meaning that we're showing it furnished, not selling it with the furniture, don't take a couple rooms out. Keep it how we have it set up. Buyers come in, and if they see the video and the pictures of your home, which we have on every website, when they come in and the kitchen table's missing or pieces like that, try not to disrupt until we're under contract.
That makes sense. What about people who just say, I don't want to fix anything. I don't want to paint. I don't want to put a welcome mat out. I'm just going to sell the house as is. What are your feelings about that? Do you have people that do that?
I do. And then they have to understand that the market dictates the price. That I can say your house all done and showing well and not in disrepair will sell for this price range. And I also explain, when they have that attitude of I'm not doing anything, it's as is, there are two kinds of listings. There are ones that sell and ones that help their neighbors sell. And most likely when they are doing nothing to make their house presentable, they're assisting and helping all their neighbors sell their homes. And that tends to change it a little bit.
And I would think that they might affect the sellability of some of the other houses in terms of the sale price. So
Correct.
Maybe some of the neighbors wouldn't be very happy about that.
No, they wouldn't, because, you can set the tone for a neighborhood, of a decline, as just like a foreclosure would. Yeah. And an as-is sale is usually a foreclosure. And foreclosures get a lot less money. And so it all comes down to, again, explaining that this isn't a personal or emotional, sale. Yeah. This is a business sale. And it could be tens of thousands of dollars in a difference of a sale.
Absolutely. What kinds of challenges in general would you say you see typically, since you've been doing this for a long time, when you have divorcing couples?
Just really making them understand this is, about a clean and equitable distribution, that when it closes, everybody walks away. It's, it's no longer, the monkey on their back, the weight on their shoulders. It'll be simplified. If they do what they do, I'll take care of everything else. And they just need to prep the house, declutter, depersonalize, and I take care of all the other things, because once you have a contract on a home, there are about 30 other steps that happen, from appraisals and inspections and you name it. And that's what we do, so that they can move on and go forward with their life. So, basically I try to lay it out and to simplify it, that, I have years of AT&T programming as my background, that if you do this, this will happen. Otherwise, these are the steps that will, take effect.
That's right. So hopefully you listen to your expertise.
I would hope so. I try.
And another issue that comes up very often on my end is just setting the listing price, or even after that, perhaps reducing the listing price. How do you handle that if the parties can't agree on how to set the listing price?
It's very simple. We bring in an appraiser. And we do it for estates as well. If there's multiple owners of a property, and as you say, many people don't agree on pricing, it's very simple. We'll bring an appraiser or even two and get the average price and go from there. And most of the time, parties agree to it because it's a third party. It's, if one person thinks I'm working for them and not the other, I may say, let's bring in, two realtors from my firm, and one will deal with the wife and one will deal with the husband. And it makes it also is very an easy way to work together.
I like that because I do hear that a lot is, maybe one person thinks or has the perception that the realtor is
right,
for lack of a better description, with one of the spouses, especially if one of them is only living in the house and the other one's not. So,
right. Who's that? Right. Who are you working for is a common, theme. And you say, here it is. If we set it, the roles right from the beginning, it's usually a very smooth transaction.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. So there's so many things that I could talk to you about, and I would love to hear some of the more entertaining stories, as I think a lot of us like to hear those, but we don't have time for that.
That's the webcam after dark where we're talking about that.
All of us could probably write a book about that.
Right.
As a general catch-all for everybody and a takeaway for this interview, what do you think are some of the best advice tips that you could give someone just in general who's getting a divorce and they think they're probably going to have to sell the house, or it's at least on the horizon?
I would say contact me, call me, let's sit down. We could have a private consultation, just like you do with your clients. I do the same thing. It's in the setting that they're comfortable, whether it's at their house or in my office. And we go through the process of, start to finish, how it looks like, and really, get a comfort level of the timing of it. People always wonder if there's a different time of the year to sell a home, and we could talk about it. It really depends on, when you're ready, when the client is ready.
I was going to ask you that because I always hear my realtor said that we need to list the house in the spring, and I always wonder, where does that come from? I've heard it enough times that
right.
I wonder, does it have some truth, and how can one possibly know that?
Well, we being that we service 7 counties, regularly, each township has different things. So, the school systems or the beach or you name it. The fact is the best time is when the supply is at its lowest, because when it's all supply and demand. So this week, which usually during holiday time, we don't list a ton of homes. We have a few coming on because there are no other homes like it in their town. So again, that is really specific to the area and the type of home. So spring market's always great, but you always have everybody coming on in the spring, and higher demand is tough when there's a lot of supply.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that explanation, because that is something I've been wondering about for a year.
I get it. Call me anytime. I'll try to answer every question you have.
Thank you so much, Michelle. And I just wanted to tell everybody that I have personal experience with Michelle, and I find her to be very honest, very personable, very helpful, really will go the extra mile to answer questions, make you feel comfortable with everything. You never feel like she was trying to rush you off the phone. And we kind of laugh in our circle of friends that she's always on the phone. It doesn't matter what time of day it is.
Yeah, I have 2 with me at all times if you need to reach me.
I can vouch because I've seen that. So Michelle, as we wrap up, can you just let us know what is the best way to reach you and what is your contact information?
You can always reach me on my cell phone, 908-800-4269, or just Google MichelleKlug.com, and that's MICHELEKLUG.com. And and every call comes directly to me. So you don't have to worry about privacy. Every line is to me.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle. I'm sure that there were a lot of nuggets that our clients and our viewers got from this. And maybe we'll have you on again one day to hear some of those more titillating
Love it. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time and inviting me. And always, I love partnering with you. You're awesome and a great law firm. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. You're here with Michelle Klug and Christina Previtt of New Jersey Divorce Solutions. We'll provide our contact information below in the notes. And everybody have a wonderful day.
Have a great day. Thank you.